Okay.
Okay, so today I'm interviewing my friend Andrew. So to begin, could you just give me a little background about yourself and what you're doing?
Okay. So I'm originally from Falconer, New York. I'm attending Damon College right now for physical therapy. I'm entering my 6th year of 6, so last year of college. What else do you need from me?
That's good. Um, Sorry, I'm just gonna be taking notes.
It's
So
fine.
yeah. Okay. So basically I'm focusing on the problem of transitioning from in-person classes to online classes, and specifically with classes that are more hands-on. So could you describe to me your transition to online classes when all of this, the pandemic began this past year?
Sure. So it was definitely tough, obviously, since physical therapy has mainly labs. We had about, I think it was 3 or 4 labs switched to online. Well, obviously all the classes did, but we had 4 labs or 3 or 4 labs last semester that we had to do online. And obviously that's very difficult to try to learn that kind of material without having hands-on and practice stuff. So what we do, basically all we do is we just get together and do case studies and then talk about what we do instead of actually performing it, like what we would normally do in lab.
So do you meet over Zoom and do
Yeah, we
that?
normally meet up. Yeah, we had some synchronous sessions that we all had to attend.
So what would you say were your 3 biggest problems with transitioning to online classes?
Okay, one I'd say is that it's more like you're kind of almost teaching yourself. I mean, before obviously it kind of was too, but this you have to be more motivated to do it because sometimes it's just PowerPoints to watch instead of attending lectures and stuff. Um, Second, I would say is kind of just putting that time away, to actually study rather than just sleeping in and waking up. You had to still wake up normal class time, just be able to get some stuff done and watch lectures.
To
What was
make
that?
sure you have enough time to do all your work.
Wait, what was that? What about work?
Sorry, I said it's difficult to schedule your days and stay on a schedule so that you're
Yeah, because obviously there's a lot more free time because there wasn't as many synchronous classes, so you're just kind of going about your day, but with less classes, but you still had to watch lectures and stuff. And then I guess the last thing would probably be the hands-on stuff, just not being able to actually practice that and get feedback from the teachers.
So I'm gonna dive more into the hands-on part of it. So why would you say that was one of your biggest issues? How does that not being able to do the hands-on courses affect your future pretty much?
I mean, it's one thing to learn it cognitively and take a test, like a written test, like a quiz or something like that, but not being able to perform practicals, hands-on, tests right in front of teachers one-on-one where you obviously get graded and they can be more thorough with how your technique is and how your body mechanics are and stuff like that. That definitely hurts because you're not getting that feedback as much. And then just it's just 2 different ways of learning, the motor learning of it. I love doing I love talking about stuff, but then right after that practicing it hands-on just to be able to double down on it, and that way I make sure I understand it thoroughly.
So would you say that you had to kind of teach yourself more and put in more effort to give yourself the knowledge you need since you don't have the hands-on part of your
Definitely.
courses?
Yeah, I would say so.
Did you have any other friends or like other students that you know that are dealing with these same issues?
Yeah, most of my class was, but I was lucky that I live with other kids in my class, so we were able to help each other out and practice some, but like that still doesn't have like the teacher feedback and stuff that we would have in labs or in practicals. But I mean, pretty much everyone kind of struggled with it just because it's just different than everyone's used to. My roommates and I kept each other going though. I think that was a good thing that we all stayed up here instead of going home. We like all stayed at our house off campus and then kept each other, made sure we were all on a schedule and we're working hard. So
So, I interviewed my one friend Charity, who is a grad assistant at her university in James Madison, and she had to like deal with this kind of from the teaching aspect because she had to teach a kinesiology 100 course, and that's a pretty hands-on course, and so she faced a lot of issues. And I know you said something about how you were also a TA, so that was difficult. Could you kind of talk more about that?
yeah, I was a TA for 3 classes. So basically just like helping out from the kids in the year below me. All so they were in the first year of the grad phase. I was in the second year. So I had already taken the classes, obviously, but one of them was anatomy, and so that was tough because we did like live dissections on cadavers. So we didn't have that kind of teaching material for them, and didn't get to like actually show them like what some of the structures and muscles and whatnot look like. Another class was our just general musculoskeletal rehab class. So that's all hands-on. Like that's all of our special tests that we learn for all the different diagnoses and whatnot. And so that was tough, obviously. So I didn't get to do as much in that class as anatomy because after that, it was just like I was there to help during the labs, but I didn't attend any like labs or anything like that after uh, this happened. And then the last one was it's called physical agents, so it's just basically a bunch of modalities like ice packs and hot packs and stim and stuff like that. So I helped out some with that, but um, those were all definitely hard because those are all hands-on courses and you need to see those in person or get feedback live.
Right. So, aside from using like Zoom, did you guys use other sorts of like communication to be able to make the teaching and learning experience better?
Um, Not really. I mean, our anatomy teacher, like, who I guess would have been my boss at that point. We have this app that we use. It's like called Complete Anatomy that he would like give quizzes on or like stuff like that. So, but we as TAs didn't really have too much of a role in that. And then, yeah, I think that's other than posting videos of how the special tests are performed and whatnot. But we didn't take too much of a role in that either.
So, back to like your perspective of being like a student. So, would you say like the most difficult part through all of this was just not getting the feedback through like the hands-on portion of it?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one thing. And then I think the other thing is just like I talked about already, like having a normal schedule. Like that was hard to get used to. Like I tried to keep like a same like set schedule where I would like where I was normally in class, I was trying to study instead of like actually attending class, and then um, just trying to like stay like not study all day, like trying to like keep busy otherwise too is was definitely key because otherwise I was just gonna go crazy sitting on my desk all day. So instead of like it's different like going to campus and then like attending class and then studying at the library then studying at home and whatnot. So that was tough to study at home. I don't study as well at home.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think just more distractions and like I'm thinking that I'm home, so I'm like done for the day. But if I'm at the library, like I know that's like why I'm there. I'm more focused.
Okay, is there anything else about this whole process that you'd like to add about like your experience with online learning?
Um, I don't know. I guess not really. I think I'd just say that like I know it was definitely needed and whatnot, but it just definitely makes it hard for professions like this. But so it'll be definitely hard coming into the fall semester too, with most classes being hybrid and whatnot. So I don't know. I think that's all I kind of have to say.
Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm gonna stop the recording.